Welcome back to the Wiki Show. Today I want to answer this viewer question.
I am new to using Wikipedia and I'm currently working on an article in the sandbox. I uploaded a logo which was created by the manager of the company for which I'm writing the article, but this logo was deleted by the wiki team. How do I proceed with the upload to prevent the logo from being deleted again? The logo is currently being used on the business's social media platforms.
Well, there's a couple things going on. One, if you uploaded a logo and didn't do it exactly as it's supposed to do, yeah, it'll get deleted. There's no surprise there. The second thing that's going on in this comment is you're working for the company. You have to be very careful when you're editing Wikipedia and you have a conflict of interest. And if there is a conflict of interest and you have a direct connection, there's a template to disclose that conflict. So let's go ahead and look at what it takes to upload a logo. Almost every logo is copyrighted and you can't just post a logo because it's not yours. So logos generally fall under non-free images. So that means their content must conform to the guidelines for non-free content. So company logos may appear in articles on those companies. But if it's challenged, which is what happened in this comment, it is the responsibility to the editor, whoever wants to put the logo, that it meets the non-free content criteria. So you have to have all of this, where it is, who came from it, and then you have to put an image copyright tag. Most people usually mess up and not properly tagging the logo and not following the non-free content criteria. Let's start with non-free content criteria. So under non-free content criteria, how many times am I going to say that? And there are actually 10 points you have to satisfy. So if you want to upload something that is non-free, you have to meet all 10 of the following criteria. So there's no free equivalent, respect for commercial opportunities. Minimal usage is a big one. You want to use the minimal number of items, not a whole bunch of different ones. Minimal extent of use. You'll find this sometimes where you're taking a low resolution image of something. Maybe it's in 4K, it's huge. Well, you can use a low resolution version of the final file. Previous publication. It does have to be published outside of Wikipedia first. Content. One article minimum, and I think this is where the viewer got in trouble. Non-free content must be used in at least one article. So if you upload an image but don't have an article for it to go to, you're going to have a hard time satisfying the one article minimum criteria. It can't just live on there. It has to be there for a reason. So you have restrictions on location, contextual significance, and the item description page. New editors sometimes mess up this section as well. You have to identify the source, and you have to have a copyright tag. And then you also have to have the name of each article where this is going. So if you can satisfy all 10 non-free content criteria, then you can go over to file copyright tags non-free. So I love how complicated this gets. And you can jump down to the section on logos. When you upload your file, you're going to have to give it the non-free logo tag, which looks like this. And within this tag, you have to fill out all that additional information. So what I recommend before you upload the logo for the company, first you want to finish the Wikipedia article you were writing, publish that, make sure it's accepted, then upload your logo, making sure, one, that you satisfy the non-free content criteria, each one of these items, then making sure you properly tag it and fill out all the information, and be sure you satisfy minimal usage, one article minimum, and image description page. So if you can satisfy that, you'll be well on your way to getting the logo uploaded. And I'll go ahead and put links to these pages in the video description. Until next time, don't be a vandal.